the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Welcome to INCRadio, Hawaii Pacific. Featuring the brothers and sisters of the Ecclesiastical District of Hawaii Pacific. Mahalo for tuning in. See you soon.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our viewers, no matter where you are, and especially to our live audience behind us and in front of us. Hello, hello, and hello, welcome to another segment of INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. My name is Sister Julie, and I'll be one of your hosts for tonight. But as you can see, I am not alone. I have two other brethren with me. To my left is brother
Joshua Galang, nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Welcome to INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. We're so glad that you're here, and we missed you again from last week. We tend to miss them, isn't that right?
We always miss them.
We always.
The second
do.
we end.
The second that we end, we start crying. You know, Brother Brandon can actually attest to that. The moment that we stop broadcasting, we just start bawling because we just want to see you already. So that's why our eyes are kind of puffy. It's because we missed you a lot.
Not because it's hot.
Yeah, not because it's hot.
We're not sweating. We're crying.
We're crying. Our head is crying. Our internal body temperature is very high. It's hot. But Sister Jillian, who else do we have on the panel tonight?
We have a very, very special guest. Actually, not her first time on the radio. She's very experienced.
She is.
Basically a host.
She is.
So we have our sister.
Hi, I'm Sister Kathy Masano Maluka.
Wait, sister, if you could say your local congregation and a special fact about you.
I'm from the local congregation of Kunia, and a special fact about me. Yeah,
Kunia.
I guess a special fact about me is I don't have any wisdom teeth.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You don't have wisdom teeth?
Yes, but I swear
But you have
wise.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Very wise.
No, all of the wisdom went up here.
Yeah.
Nothing to make teeth with.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have wisdom teeth, Brother Josh?
I do. I took them out when I was 17.
Oh wow.
Well, I don't have wisdom teeth anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, the wisdom is gone. It all went to her,
I'm sure
actually.
it's
She hoards it. She's like, it's mine. But again, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Again, you mentioned that you're from the local congregation of Kunia. And actually behind us right now, Brother Ryan, you ready? Behind us right now, we have the brethren from the local congregation of Kunia. That was kind of soft. That was kind of soft. Yeah,
because
that was
they're
kind of
actually-
soft, right, Sister Kevin?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
said
yeah.
you can do better. That's one more time. Local congregation of Kunia. That was pretty good. Yeah, they're all from
They're
Kunia.
all from Kunia.
No, there's no
Definitely.
one else from
No one
other.
from Waipahu.
No one from Waipahu or ever be. Isn't that right, Brother Brandon? Yeah, Kunia. Yeah, Waipahu. Hey, Waipahu, make noise. I mean, Kunia.
What's the hashtag for Kunia again?
It is
WPH?
WPH, I think. Even for Hawaii Pacific, it's
Oh,
WPH.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever you're in the comment section, just put hashtag WPH. Isn't that right, Carwin? He's not looking, but see, he nodded his head. Yes. Kajang, do you agree? Yeah. See? Kajang said yes. Just put hashtag WPH. But again, we like to start off the show straight into the topic discussion. So let's go ahead with the first one. Sister, no wisdom teeth.
Wow.
Sister, why? I don't know. I was trying to make a joke there. What was that? Sister wisdom teeth. Every single time that we have radio, we want to get to know our guests. Specifically, in their career. What do they do? What is their livelihood? What takes up most of their day, I guess you can say. So, tell us, what is your occupation? And along with that, what is your daily or typical work daily?
So what I'm called is called an educational specialist, and it's part of the admin team. But what I'm really into when it comes to my job is being kind of the liaison between families that are coming in with their children, first time at a preschool. I work at a preschool. and really talking to them, making sure that they're very comfortable once they come in the classroom. And I also, my very biggest priority is really taking care of the teachers and mentoring them and making sure that they're happy, and making sure that their job is a little bit easier with the younger children, because it can be a stressful job, but it also can be a very great job, beneficial, I would say. So I love being part of that, and that's what I do. Luckily, I'm able to keep my job. I just moved here from California, so I work remotely. So, working from home, it's a little different. I don't have that closeness with the children. I don't have that closeness with the family members, but I also have the power of technology, which is Zoom, and I also have those meetings with our leadership team. So I'm still very, very connected, and I still, love what I do. I'm very blessed to have this job still. So, yeah.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. And it's awesome that even though you're not technically there in the school, you can still talk with the other people, through different video conferencing applications. Not sponsored, by the way. But that's really good. So, walk us through what was it like being in person, and also what is it like being remote from working?
Well, in person, it's very different every day. You greet the children every day, and sometimes one day they could be really happy to see you, and the next day they become really grumpy and really hungry. And sometimes you have to kind of change your personality according to that. But at the same time, you're yourself. If you get what I mean. And it's just from time to time they have these challenging times when they feel like they're sad because their parents aren't there all the time, and they just want someone to be there for them and give that kind of love and grace. And that's what I do like when I do see them in person. When it's working from home, it's a really good benefit because I actually talk to the parents a lot more. They do have their challenges as well as parents. And speaking to them personally, getting to know them on a personal level, and really helping them maneuver how their children work in this world. This world is pretty crazy right now. So talking to them daily, giving them the advice that I've learned from school and the education that I'm supposed to have, it really guided me into really helping, which I do love. So, working with the parents is really beneficial. I do really miss the kids, but speaking to the parents and also the teachers, I think would really help them develop more in their learning in this world today.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you were originally from California, right?
Yes, California,
Right.
Bay Area.
And now
yeah.
you work remotely in Hawaii. How has that changed? Like, how was the transition?
I mean, we go through all our challenges. I've lived in California all my life. God has really blessed me to really maneuver myself and transition very quickly. I'm able to have those kind of resources. The church is all over the world, so I believe that having brethren around is really important, and making sure that you're okay with them and they're okay with you, but really communicating with that, I think it really helped me transition very, very quickly. And just making friends in the church, I think it's great. Of course, it's a little homesick because I love the Bay Area, California, but Hawaii is, I can't complain. Hawaii is great.
Hawaii is pretty great.
So yeah, I it was hard at first, but at the same time, there's faith there that comes with it, where I know that I'll be okay along with them. Yeah.
I love how you mentioned how it was easy because the church is everywhere. You can find brethren everywhere, and that's something I think Brother Ed mentioned in our episode last week. No matter where you go, see, he was on a different island. He still found brethren there, and you in a totally different state. So, brethren or another family, or another group you can call family. That's really nice.
No, I absolutely agree with that. Wherever you go, you're always going to have your family, that people you're not even related to by blood, but they're going to welcome you with open arms. When I go to the different local congregations, when I go traveling, there's brethren always there. They're hi, Paul. But it's usually the secretary. They're helping out. But yeah, I completely agree with you with that. In terms of not only transition in work, how is it transitioning from one lifestyle to another? Because California and Hawaii, people are it's maybe similar in terms of that they both have land and water. Are there any differences or maybe even culture shocks that you experience?
I'm very surprised they don't have a basketball team here. I'm
Oh
a
my
big
gosh.
Warriors fan, Golden State Warriors fan back in California. I'm a big sports fan as well. So I love to see, sports activities. We're lucky enough to have Unity games here. So that was a surprise too. I really want to go to more sports activities and sports games as well. But what I've noticed is that what kept me going, transitioning from one to another is that I really hold family a lot, very family oriented. I was uprooted that way. So I think, differences with families there's differences and they're very unique, but at the same time, I tend to find, a positive way of looking at what family is. And so it's a bit of a culture shock, very, like you said, much more relaxed, which I do like. Back in California, Bay Area, it's very fast paced. When working, especially in Silicon Valley, tech companies, parents are really looking for that child care when they're working. Both parents work, so here I can see that the aloha is really great. And, family it's valuable here. So I think if I could bring that back to California and cherish that with parents, I would love to do that. So it's not much of a culture shock, it's just a really big unique difference that I hear.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I think moving from California to Hawaii, some people think might not be that bad because like they have a lot of the stuff we have, but I don't know. I'm curious, what was the biggest challenge you would say from moving from California all the way to the Aloha State?
I've been through many challenges. I recently got married in February, then moved to Hawaii, and then, changing the jobs, lifestyle. It was such a big change in the amount of 5 to 6 months. Luckily, I was able to transition the way I transitioned. But of course, you have like bumps in the road and you need some guidance. So it was all about just really trying to get there over that. I guess another challenge is it's really hot here.
Super.
But I'm getting there with my body. So it's really hot here, but it really embraces me to drink more water, ice water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also just really embracing my country. I'm getting to know families.
One day your body's gonna get acclimated. You're gonna be just like a sports coat at like 65 degrees.
I think I'm getting there.
You
Yeah.
think you're getting there?
Yes.
We drive in our car. Well, not we. I drive my car at 72 degrees.
Oh wow.
Like it's at so specifically for my car, it's at 72. It's like a really good room temperature, a little bit colder.
Yeah. I'm at 74 right now.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
74.
so I'm just
Okay.
2
I'm
degrees.
sorry.
Okay.
I think I might be from California.
Yeah, so I'm very much getting used to it, but it's okay.
Yeah, the temperature rarely changes here. So if it's winter for us, that means it went down like 5 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah, I do.
You know what I need? We need another cold front.
We do.
Yeah.
I remember when it used to go down to like 50,
Dude,
30.
there was a time where it
Wow.
was 59 degrees. It was I keep telling the story to the other people, but it was 59 degrees. And usually in Hawaii it's cold. When it's not usually in Hawaii it's not cold. But during the cold front it was very, very cold, especially for people who are local to the islands. And there's a point where I was at the gym, it was outside, and I just finished the set and I go, and I saw my breath.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever saw that in all of my years living here. And I go, I have a video. Wait, no, Jay. I have the video, and it's so weird seeing my breath someplace that's not the main.
Wow. That's probably a culture shock. Sorry.
Yeah, that was. Every time that we go traveling, especially in like PNW, my mom is always, just look, you can see my breath. My mom doesn't talk like that.
That's really mean.
She's there. She's
Tita
there.
Nori,
So that's not what we're talking about the challenges in terms of, I know we're talking a lot about moving because we're so interested.
Yeah.
But how about the coolest thing about moving? Was there anything that, not in terms of culture shock, but something that you're really, really liking about home?
It's all about the food here.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the food, we can't get any free as free
Oh
as
my
Hawaii.
gosh. Yes.
And we just live near a grocery store that has So, you know, it's just a 2-minute drive and I could get it anytime I want. So I think what I was looking forward to was the food and really the hospitality. I hear that the aloha, like I was talking about, is really friendly. And you know, Hawaii's paradise. The beaches are there, or here I would say, and just really outside scenery is really nice here. So I'm really happy to see that, and I was looking forward to that too.
Yeah, I've seen our pokeballs compared to like pokeballs in the mainland. I'm like, why is there so many vegetables? It's not supposed to be like that.
You know,
Right.
that, yeah, that's like a complete difference from how it is. I see it in the UK. They put so many different type of. I know the UK. My friend, Sister Isa, she used to work at one, and the people who I think made owned the franchise of that certain business. They're like, "Oh, you've been to Hawaii? What's poke like?" It's like it's not like this, and they're like, "Oh, really?"
Totally different. It's a good different.
Yeah, very cool. But
Oh,
you know, sorry.
yeah.
Poke really good. You like poke, Brother Ryan? Yeah. That's good. You like poke, Brother Ryan? Yeah.
Hey, you can eat it.
Can I-
Good, of course.
Okay.
I love it. He says. That's
He
good.
loves it.
But let's get a little bit on back on track
Oh,
again.
yes.
We're gonna talk more about that later. Oh, wait. First, how was shipping your everything
Oh,
here?
yeah.
How was that?
You know, I was pretty wise about that. You know, sometimes airlines they give you like 2 free bags, so I just bought all my stuff in 2 free. I came here before I got here, so a couple of times I just brought my stuff. But of course, you know, I have a couple of boxes. My car was shipped here, so that was a big shipment. But and I didn't have my car for about 2 weeks or so, so that was a big adjustment. But it wasn't too bad. I thought it would be really a challenge, but you know, having all my stuff here, I had to minimize a little bit, but yeah, I just felt like it was cool enough to just bring my luggages here and my bags.
Well, we're glad that it's not like super duper bad.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't. Yeah.
That's great. But it was the cost.
The cost, you know, it's a hefty dollar. Say it's a hefty dollar.
Just $1.
Just
Wow.
wow.
All right.
Inflation is crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. But I mean, you know, whatever God provides us, like the cheapest price, we will definitely take it. So, it wasn't so bad. So, yeah, I'm thankful it's here still. So,
Just curious, do you still have the California license plate?
no, I changed it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
A lot of people like to keep it.
They do.
I mean, it's in my garage. I
Okay.
keep it for keepsake, but yes.
Do you hang it on the wall?
No, it's just, you know,
Just there.
just honestly, you know, by the
It's on the
wall.
ground.
Like Hawaii better, she said.
But I do have the Hawaii license.
Nice.
I know that they're actually coming out with a new license plate for Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's a shaka. I think it's just right in the middle. I think it's just like a shaka right
Speaking of
underneath.
doing
Yeah.
Instead of the rainbow.
Yeah. There's other ones that are I think it's like donation based.
Yeah, but those ones you can't customize.
I
That's
know,
why.
that's the only reason. Just gotta just donate, and then if you don't like it, just donate to the other one. And then the other one.
Okay.
Just keep randomizing it. You
That's kind of like, yeah.
Multiple license plates in your name.
know?
I don't know if that's legal or not, but I don't know.
Okay. We're actually gonna get back on the program now. But you know, it's so interesting seeing the different dynamics of the brethren. You know, seeing what's going on in their life. That's why we ask a lot of the different questions. You know, we went. It was so far. We went from talking about your job, and then we talked about working from home, and then we talked about the transition from working, and then we talked about the transition of moving, and then Pokeballs. Talk
Okay,
about
wait,
Ohana
we're
is family.
human, we're
Yeah.
human, so, yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're good
All
hosts.
right. Yeah. So
Um,
moving back to our actual topic, we have another question for you. What was your motivation and or inspiration to attain?
So I was raised up very much in the church when I was a younger child. I had really good role models when I was, doing the church activities with the children. I was blessed enough to have a very good foundation, couple of friends in the church. At the same time, my parents really helped me and guided me into finding good company. And luckily, it was still in the church today. I still talk to some of my friends who I grew up with. And that really motivated me being a watcher in CWS Worship Service, and being a chairperson in the CWS Worship Service. And of course, as young as 6, 7 years old, I was a choir member. So I was really involved with that, and I had to do with a lot of good mentors and role models when I was growing up. Shout out to all my, role models out there when I grew up in CWS. But it really helped me to realize, I really love working with younger kids. And sometimes a lot of children don't have that in the church. Sometimes we don't have that outside of the church. And so I just wanted to be kind of both, being a teacher, being that mentor, and also still be working with children, here beside the church. So that really motivated me to grow up being that kind of role model that I strive to be. So, to answer your question.
Yeah, no, that was great. That was great.
Yeah.
I love how you mentioned you took inspiration from church. A lot of people find their inspiration for their careers, like say in school. But you found yours working with children in the CWS, and I find that really great. I actually can relate a little bit. I was in CWS choir for a long time.
Yeah.
A super long time. But now I'm in college and my major is in education.
Oh, wow.
Not for little kids, for high schoolers, because
That's okay.
little kids sometimes scare me. I'm still trying to get over that fear.
That's okay.
But I'm glad you chose to stay with the little kids.
Oh yes.
They need people like you.
I hope so.
Would you like to move to White Papa?
My problem?
Yeah, we need.
She is what happened, right?
Oh, she is. What are we
Yeah.
talking about? Hashtag WPH.
I could be anything. So.
Oh.
Oh, right. You heard that,
You heard that.
Nathan? We're gonna start working on a transfer. The second we're over.
But that's really good. How not only your job deals with helping the little kids, but even your duties in the church. That's something that you also want to help with. Do you find that you use some of the skills from being a CWS watcher, helping the kids? Is that, do you find any correlation in that?
Absolutely. I find that you can always talk to children. They give you unconditional love, but also they're there to actually try to learn the best that they can, whether it might be any subject or is learning the lessons that we learned during worship service, or just learning math or English in school. So there is a connection, and it's really communicating with the children. Really communicating how they want to be communicated, and also it really comes with a really good discipline when it comes to really learning about what their faith is, what our faith is, and how strong it is, and how strong they are when they take that out of the church and they bring it to school. So it's a really big correlation, and being a part of that both, it's I have the best of both worlds, I think. So yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that your career is something that you enjoy doing.
Oh yes, I enjoy it.
So it's great that now you got to do it for not just the days you're at work, but on the weekends and stuff. And that really cool that people find jobs that they love to do, like their passions. They find it in their careers. I think that's pretty rare nowadays.
It's
Because
very
most of
rare,
them,
yes.
or a lot of people, just go for what's gonna make the most money, what's like gonna set me up for the future. Glad you found solace in what you actually enjoy.
Oh yes, I enjoy it very, very.
That's awesome. I wanted to ask a question, regarding the correlation that you found between. You specifically mentioned, talking to the kids and talking to them how they want to be talked to. Have you found any, or how should I say this? What really helped you communicate with the kids? Know what their wants are, their needs, how to best help them.
Actually, it's a very easy answer, but not a lot of adults know this. So when you're talking to a child, you want to go to their level. So when they're about 3 feet, 4 feet, you actually want to go to that level.
Oh.
And if, for example, if you do see a child that's sad, is alone, like you don't want to be up here, you want to go down, and you want to look at them at their eye level. Then they kind of have that connection with you, and a lot of parents really do appreciate that. Sometimes they do have to mention that to parents because sometimes they don't know that kind of helps them. But what really helps communicate is just being at their eye level and really being at just knowing that they're the same. You're one of them. I think.
Yeah.
And from this to this, it makes, like I said, a huge difference, because when you're up here, it's like, oh, am I in trouble? Versus I'm not in trouble, but I see what you mean. I'm trying to understand. So it could be a really big challenge. Sometimes you won't get that reaction right at first, but once you're right here, I think talking to them a little bit, 10 15 minutes, ask how was their day, or distract them. What color is your shirt or something like that. Make them a little bit distracted and then go back to the topic. So I think that really does help younger children understand you and you understanding them. And like I said, sometimes children they're very truthful. They just say kind of whatever they want to say. They're very pure and innocent. So we have to take that to heart and really take their feelings into consideration.
I really like that. That's genius.
That's very wise.
That's why you.
It's the team.
I was about to talk about that. Yeah. +4 to your wisdom. Is your wisdom. That's really cool. So you physically get on their level.
Physically,
You
yes.
do you not recommend talking to them like this? How was your day, Jimmy?
I mean, we tend to do that because we other kids. But actually, we do talk to them like how we're talking, their development, how they can they'll speak to you, or they'll speak to you, hopefully in fuller sentences when they're 4 or 5 years old. They're like sponges, so you'll definitely see that the sentence that they make or how they want to say it is kind of relating to what you're trying to say and you're trying to do.
I completely agree with that, because I've talked with my friends' kids before, and they're smart, man. I don't know how much. I was trying to tell them a story, and I kind of messed up on my story, so I just tried to not backpedal, but I was trying to like go around it, and didn't want to acknowledge and be like, oh no, I was wrong, and instead the kid just called me out and they're like, hey, that doesn't make sense, and I was like, well,
they check you.
They
really
do. They do.
Yeah, and sometimes you gotta humble yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
They don't keep their opinions to themselves.
They
They
don't.
let you know.
Right. Honesty is the best policy. That's like
Yeah.
engraved in their hearts.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like your shirt. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, we're different.
How's that weird?
Yeah, you just have to roll with the punches, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
A lot of punches.
Physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
So you're right there when it comes down to those. You just have to listen
Yeah.
to them. Really try to get to know what they're trying to say.
Yeah, speak to them as an adult. I go up to the little kid and I'm like, hey, bro, so. What's up, fuzzy?
The little lingo by that way. So
They will.
culture.
There are some kids where that like I speak pigeon to, and they tell me they're like, oh, they don't know pigeon. And I was like, they don't know pigeon.
How do you not know pigeon?
Yeah. So it's like you have to talk to different languages. You know what I'm saying? Because pigeon is recognized as a language. So
Yes, it is.
2014 actually when they got recognized.
Really?
Yeah, 2014.
Wow.
I believe it was 2014. I think I don't know. That's one of
Okay.
those.
I've yet to learn. I've yet to know pigeons.
Just
You're
go.
doing great.
Yeah,
You're
just go. Just look at the camera. Go. How's it?
How's it?
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
see?
You think that's professional, right?
Good to know.
Yes.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yes. Okay.
With the shovel, with the loose shovel.
Yeah, let us. You know, the more local you are, the less firm your shotgun is.
Yeah.
I used to go like this,
Oh,
the flat level kind of like this.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
Good to know.
yeah, when you throw shotgun, like when you like
When you let someone through,
yeah, let
through
someone
traffic?
through or you go through.
Well, they'll understand.
everyone does this. We're actually doing this.
Yeah, we're actually going like this.
Just really flat because they're so
No.
relaxed.
Sometimes you go inverted like this. No,
Okay.
okay.
You throw up a 3.
No, I should do that once in a while.
Yeah. Okay, what question? Are we at?
Round 3.
Question number
Round.
I feel like we've asked this, or in a sense you've already answered it. But if you feel like there's more, then feel free to add on. In this question we were talking about, or rather before we talked about what your daily routine is like, the different aspects of your job, your challenges. Now, what's your favorite part? What is your best part about the job?
I think when the children say hi to you, good morning, or hi, Miss Catherine, or they smile and they take the effort to like say hi to you. Like a child could be at the back of the line, and once I'm like in the front of their line, just walking by, that child will eventually try to go in between the line and just eventually say hi to you. They will take a lot of effort to do that. I think it's because of the bond that you have with the children. But with any child, they just want to say hi. They want to know what you're doing. They're very curious, and that's what I really like about the day when the children are very curious about what you're doing and how you're doing it, and all they want to do is learn from that. And so I think that's the best part of my day. Sometimes it happens very in the beginning of the day, which I love. And then it just helps me to forget about certain things that I might be challenged with during in my life. But it's a hi, it's a smile, I think. And it's a hug. They want to hug you. That's great. Like you won like 10 brownie points. So I think that's one of my favorite parts of the day.
I think I can relate to that. Getting like validation from children that they actually like you. That's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Building that relationship. I think children kind of look for that validation too. Like you put in the effort to say hi back. They feel, I guess, a little more important when we actually respond and take the time to talk to them, ask them about their day. It's a very sweet thing.
Yes, it's so super sweet and super, I mean, it just every smile and every laugh that you say a simple joke and you laugh really hard, you think you're really funny. They think you're really funny when you say a joke, and I find that very I get confident every time they laugh really hard. So
right.
Saying jokes too, not meaningless jokes, but saying those jokes and saying is really nice.
When the kids actually laugh, you feel like you should change careers.
Yeah.
I should be a comedian.
yeah, exactly.
And then you say it to someone your age and they don't laugh.
They're like,
Nope,
that's not a good
that's
joke."
not that great.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really fun.
Great. Do you ever look back, because you're with those kids for about a year, right? Or is it just preschool or like
Just from babies, infancy up to 5 years old. So
Hmm.
that kind of class.
Okay. So do you ever look back, from first meeting, the group of kids that you're helping to maybe near the end of the year to see how that connection has grown?
Yes, it's really fast.
Mhm.
And parents can also see that we can relate in that way. When I do communicate with them and talk to them, wow, they just walked, within this year. Or we just had a pre-K graduation. So I've known these kids since they were, 2 years old, and then now they're graduating from kindergarten, I would say. And pre-K graduation is a really big deal with parents, I think. They also have their gowns, they also have that, diplomas, and it's a really big deal to parents. And that's what I've noticed over the years when I started working in this position. And so I just, I end up crying at the end of the year. And then, there's incidents where children from one place to another, and then, they're going to different schools and stuff. But those who stay, it's really the precious moments that you have with them. It's something that, like, they're your own children. So I really look at that as, a really big blessing. Because I have, so many children to hug and share all of these things with. So I cried, definitely. I ugly cried. So yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's not.
So, yeah, exactly. Or cover my face or things
Like miss your face.
yeah.
She puts
So
on the
there's
mask.
something in my yeah, I do that.
Something in my nose.
My chin,
My chin.
So definitely, it's really great to see. Yeah.
And those graduations you mentioned, have you ever seen a Hawaii graduation yet?
I haven't. I heard they're really
They're crazy.
They are.
they're nice. They're really
Yeah, they're
loud
great.
and yeah.
Mhm.
I really want to go to one. So
Yeah.
I know that a lot of graduations pass maybe next year.
Yeah.
We'll redo one just for you.
Yeah, just for you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, part.
Okay.
Actually,
It's just her in the back.
That's me. I'm ugly crying.
they say in Hawaii, if you can still see at the end of your graduation night, then you didn't receive enough lays. So
Yeah.
lays, like,
The
we get
lays
so much that you just have to wear them on your arm.
I see
Yes.
some pictures. It's all the way up to like
Yeah.
the knees. Yeah.
If you can still
Awesome.
breathe by the end of the night, you get it.
Yeah, you didn't get enough lays.
Oh wow.
If you're not wearing some on your arm, then it's not enough.
You know, wear some on your legs too. Because
Okay.
you're not only gonna have like up to here, you're also gonna have your floaty that's over here.
Floaties.
Yeah, or like the other floaty stuff. Because we put different things,
Yeah.
We not only the regular lays, but we should put floaties. You get a toilet seat,
I did get a
A
toilet seat.
or you get the
The garage sale signs.
yeah, the for sale sign.
Yeah, I would love to see that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe you think in the baccalaureate, do we usually give veteran lays?
We give lays, yes.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I think.
we'll give you a toilet seat. She didn't say I didn't even graduate.
Oh. Depends on our budget. You know?
It's okay if I don't
Yeah,
get
to
it.
get it.
Just bring from home, DIY.
You go to the bathroom. There's a toilet seat.
Where's the toilet seat go? And that's where you take it off your neck and you put it there.
So cool, actually.
I hope one day you get to see it. It's a really great thing. And if you sit behind or in front of a family that's like super local, you're gonna be deaf by the end of the
Yeah.
night.
That's okay. I'm all about it.
All right, great.
Yeah. We heard Brother Angelo doing it.
You gotta talk to
He's
kids
really
and you're
good.
like, "Hi, kids." You gotta yell at them.
How are you doing today?
Why are
Yeah,
you yelling
I
at
can't
me?
wait till next year. Awesome.
Oh, that's right. They're on summer break. Oh, not summer
Yeah.
break. They graduated.
Yes.
Yeah.
truly. So,
You're waiting for your new batch of kids.
I am.
Do you work during the summer? Is there like
Yes, we're an all-around school because a lot of parents in the Silicon Valley are looking for childcare because like they work all year round. So we try our best to go into tours and making sure that their children are in the school. And we have camps, summer camps. So it's really a lot of fun during summer camp. So I work on that with the teachers and different activities. So yeah, we're all year round. We don't stop.
You work remotely now, but do you travel back often?
Sometimes I do. I think maybe once or twice a year I would try. Just to see how they're doing and all those things. I wouldn't mind seeing the children again and how they grow. But yeah, once in a while I try to travel over. Yeah.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're nearing the end of our show.
No.
But I know, right? It went by
Good
really fast,
conversation.
right?
Yeah.
It is really good conversation. This is why we always tell our guests. Well, we tell every single one of them, but we would like to have them on for another show because our show, yes, we do talk about careers, but we go deeper than. We were getting to know you, the Sister Kathy May, hyphenated last name.
Hyphenated.
Yeah.
The
No
the
wisdom
wise.
teeth.
No wisdom teeth. That is the main thing that we picked up from the show.
No, it's
That's how we're gonna remember you. Sister Wisdom
Yeah.
teeth. Sister Wisdom.
Sister Wisdom.
That's a
Yeah.
nice name.
Yeah.
That's a nice name. Think about that.
Right.
Change your name when
Change
she
it.
comes back. Yeah. Yeah.
Her
Wisdom.
new
and a
license
hyphenated.
plate.
Oh, her new
Her new
license plate.
plate.
With the chocolate license plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's ask the last question for the topic discussion. Sister Jeline, please.
Right. So our last question on the topic is what lessons have you learned that molded you to be who you are today?
I think you always have to approach situations, especially challenging situations, especially working with challenging people sometimes in a stressful world. I think you have to go in with good intent, always. You come in with a positive attitude and never try to be the problem. You always want to try to be the solution. So that's why I come in, knowing what the problem is, but not really thinking about the problem, looking for, 2 steps forward. What is the solution? What can I do for you to help you? What can I do for your child? What can I do for your family? And you can't always assume, since, for example, a child is being sad every single day, you can't assume that something's happened, outside. You have to approach it always with a really good intent. And really good intentions for what your job is. And I look at that every single day. I work with a lot of children who are stressful, especially when it's a new school, especially after COVID, they're not social. So I really look at that as a great opportunity for me to step in and give that positive light to the families, giving those resources. So I really look at that every single day. And really, when it comes to my personal life, like power of prayer is very important. Whether it might be a test that I have to go through or something that I have to make a big decision when it comes to my job, there's always prayer that's there. And there's always a path where you have to give yourself really good grace I think when you give yourself grace, that will make you succeed. And of course, putting that priority on what God can do for you. So God lies within the job that you're doing. So because He gave you that job that you love, which I do very much. So that's where I see my life as right now. There's always good motivational speeches and good lines that we can say, but that's what I've told myself ever since I was younger. Yeah,
That was really good.
That was really
I hope so.
We can't beat that. Goodbye. No, good.
Close it out. No, wait.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
This is a joke.
But thank you again, Sister Kathy May, for coming on, telling us about your job, the transitions from moving, and especially the fact that you have no wisdom teeth.
Yes,
Thank
that
you
is the
for-
fun fact of the day.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fun fact of the year.
Of the year.
Yes.
The funnest fact.
But now we're gonna, really quickly before we ask you, for a message of positivity and your shout outs, we're just gonna tell you some upcoming activities. It's actually singular activity, or no, activities. We will say activities, because there are some coming up and we want you to know about them. First one, it is actually this Sunday in the local congregation of Maili, so all the way in the west side. It is our Binhi Friendship Day. So it's going to start at what time again, Sister Jolene? It's going to start at the time that we tell you. And if you look at the promo, it's going to start at the time.
He's gonna start exactly. I think it's
4? Right?
I know.
Oh, he's on the phone.
He's on the phone.
He's on the phone.
4
4 o'clock, Binhi Friendship
Okay,
Day.
he just looked away.
That's
Okay,
correct.
all right.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Next one is our baccalaureate. Is that
Baccalaureate, yes, that
Baccalaureate.
is on
Exciting.
June 30th. I
June 30th?
think it's gonna be here at the Upper Beach compound.
okay? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
just
nice.
Look forward to it, and then we're gonna give Sister
Toilet
Kathy
seats.
May a toilet seat
Yes.
for all of the brethren that are in the
Please.
comment section right
I
now.
wisdom teeth on them.
Give. Oh, that's
I don't know
gross.
about that. I don't know,
That's
but y'all appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll give it to her. Disinfect first, and then
It's a good
toilet
idea.
seat,
In
and
resin.
then in res. Ooh, in resin. That's still gross.
That's really nasty.
But
I think this week is Binhi monthly meetings as well.
yes, that's correct.
Yes.
So this weekend, yes,
This
is
weekend.
the Binhi monthly meeting. So stay tuned for that. And what is the topic anyways, Sister Jolene?
Great question.
That it is talking about. I know it said unlocking.
Unlocking something. Unlocking your
unlock-
door.
Yeah, unlocking your door.
Unlocking the toilet seat. from
Unlocking the toilet seat. Unlocking a lock. But yes, it's gonna be talking about that. Your
Yes.
potential.
I think,
it's
I
slipping
think
my mind.
something about self-confidence.
Self-confidence,
So
unlocking
great.
your potential.
Yes.
Yeah, right, Kunal? Yes, well.
He just let us
He
ramble.
does. He doesn't know. No.
He doesn't.
But okay, we're at the end. But quickly, do you have any shout outs you want to give? Maybe a message of positivity?
Sure. I want to shout out to the Locale of Kunia.
Shout out to the local congregation of Kunia.
Family
Mm.
in Kunia. Shout out to the Bay Area, California, the new district of Silicon Valley. And then shout out to my family in Washington, of course, California, and thank you for INC Media, INCRadio for having us. And of course, INC Media back in California. I do miss them a lot. So that's it for me with my shout outs. But thank you for having me. I really had fun getting to know INCRadio here.
Yes,
We love having you as well.
we're so happy of having you here. You're in INC Media?
Just being with them too. Yeah,
Okay.
INC Media,
By
INC
association.
Music, yeah.
I swear I know you do. I swear I've seen you and Brother Angelo before. I,
You just have one of those faces.
One of
maybe.
those
Maybe your
faces.
jeans or something.
But also, Brother Josh just knows everyone. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
I know. What's your name? Bro? No, I'm just kidding. But we're gonna close out our show now. Thank you again,
Thank you.
Sister Kathy.
Thank
Sister
you.
Jolene. Is it me? It's me. But very quickly, we're gonna wrap this. Special thanks to our, of course, our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our assistant. Well, not our assistant, my apologies. Our CFO coordinator and CEBSI president, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. We also want to give a special thanks to our district minister, Brother Jim H. Python. I apologize. Our Assistant District Minister, Brother Ador Apostol, our CFO Overseer, Brother Brandon Pacheco, and we cannot forget all of the support that the ministers, ministerial workers, and their families give to us here in INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. We thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. We will miss you again for this whole week. We're going to start ugly crying now.
Once the camera shuts off.
But we're over time already. Thank you again for tuning into INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. We shall see you next week. We love you and aloha. Oh, let us. Yeah, let us. Yeah.
Bye, brush your teeth.
Bye, everyone. Take
Say your
care.
prayers.
Say your prayers. Yeah.
Say your prayers.
Have a devotional prayer.
Get your wisdom teeth removed.
Get your wisdom
If
teeth
you
removed.
have them.
Yes.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye.